Hello everybody, Ed0626 here, hoping you're all having a fantastic day today. I know I haven't put out a video in a couple of weeks here, but I had to talk about this topic because it is, of course, near and dear to my heart. And that is the whole WWE's debacle. Ever since this whole scandal with Vince McMahon came out, the wrestling world has been saying all sorts of crazy things. Obviously people wanted Vince out. Various people within the community wanted Vince out. I can't say I blame them much, considering that his creative decisions were very, very poor over the course of the last couple of years, especially when I stopped watching back in 2017 for a couple of years. It appears to me that I stopped watching at the perfect time, because that was when the worst creative decisions were taking place, but that's neither here nor there. Now it seems as though we have a new era with Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and a couple other big-time executives coming up, and they're going to be taking over the shows, Raw and SmackDown, hopefully taking over NXT, because we all know what's happened to NXT since Vince took that over. Not saying 2.0 is horrible, but it's definitely not the quality of show that it used to be when it was on Wednesday nights and even when it was back on the WWE Network. I will say this much. I haven't felt this excited for WWE in terms of a fan perspective. I haven't personally been excited for the whole company since the brand split. Because I think back when the brand split happened a few years ago, or the second brand split I should say, when that happened, I was excited. I was looking forward to seeing quality television, and lo and behold, I quit 6 months after. And it wasn't really even because the shows were bad. For the most part, sometimes the shows were pretty good, unless you were watching Monday Night Raw at the time. But either way, I was excited then because it was something different. It was something new. Now I'm actually genuinely excited to see what happens now. When I was doing EBCW, and I haven't done EBCW in a long time, but when I was doing that, I used to pride myself on creating quality content for you guys. And that's what I hope Triple H and the rest of the people in charge of TV, they're going to do. I really hope that they're going to start bringing quality content. I heard the most recent episode of Monday Night Raw was pretty solid compared to what we have gotten over the course of the last couple of years, so that's a relief. But to be honest with you, I still don't think it's nearly enough. Obviously, there needs to be change happening across the board from a creative standpoint, and that's only going to come with time. And as for Vince McMahon, a lot of people were preying on his downfall. I wasn't necessarily one of those people, but I knew at some point he had to be removed from creative decisions sooner rather than later. Do I appreciate everything Vince McMahon has done for the industry? 100%. Do I think his creativity has become very lackluster over the course of the last 5 to 10 years? You bet your ass it has. It's been tough, man, watching WWE, especially when I started watching back in 2020 and things still weren't fantastic. And I was just man, I stopped watching for 3 years. And I was watching other companies. I was watching Ring of Honor. I was watching Impact. I was watching MLW. I was watching all these companies. And for some strange reason, WWE was just still putting out this same old garbage. And now, I can safely say that garbage has concluded, or at least hopefully will conclude in the coming future. And I mean, I felt it at SummerSlam. I felt SummerSlam, obviously, they had to make do with what they had creatively in terms of storylines and stuff, because whatever we had at SummerSlam was what we had. I just feel as though now we can start anew, and I think coming to this next pay-per-view, which is in the UK, which I'm actually looking forward to, I think having a UK pay-per-view is fantastic. They haven't really done something like that since the second UK tournament. So it's going to be nice to see them going back to the UK on a big show. And it's supposed to be a huge show, actually. So that's actually even more important. So I think this next couple of weeks leading up to the September pay-per-view Clash at the Castle is going to be Triple H's true test. Because that was him patching up old stuff with... SummerSlam was him patching up old stuff that Vince and Bruce Pritchard had done. Now it's basically going to be all his creation, and we're going to see what happens. I heard Raw was good. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch it hopefully after I make this commentary, but all I can say is I'm excited for a new era here in WWE and professional wrestling in general. So if you like what you heard from me today, guys, by all means, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'm going to try and put out videos a little bit more often, even though my life's going to be very hectic soon. But with that being said, follow me on all the social media stuff you see down in the description below too, so you can check me out wherever I am. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.
And the first match of the night comes to an end in thrilling fashion. We just saw what it's like for a superstar to have to try and contend with a